Check, check, 1, 2, 1, 2. All right, I see the stuff moving. That means I can be heard. All right. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Weatherford High School. It is day 2 of our trip out here at the end of regionals. Weatherford has been the hosting site for all this. We're going to get a chance to see their ladies team tonight. But first, your Bethany Broncos take on the Woodward Boomers in the Consolation Championship. Here for our 2:30 officially start time. Now just getting going a little bit past that. The game in front of us was, I believe, Community Christian and Woodward's women's team. Ended up being a win for the Woodward Lady Boomers. They knocked Community Christian out of the bracket. Had them by about 10-2. Was close all the way to the very end. Very good basketball game. But now we are ready to go in what could be one of the best games of the day. The last time these two teams met, Bethany got Woodward 85-50, a 35-point win. That was back a while ago, though. It's a kind of a new look Bethany squad up to this point. Woodward is looking to come out here and stun some people in this gymnasium. My name is Luke Young. I'm on the call with you all weekend. Again, this is day 2 of our regional championship out here in Weatherford, Oklahoma. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether you're on YouTube, GSN Sports and Talk, or on the online stream, thegospelstation.com Sports and Talk. Thanks to our sponsors, Simplify Tax Solutions, Coyote Ponds, Toro Taxes, Victory Mattress Outlet, Hoop OKC, Ship It Sooner, and Stephanie's Ventique, all supporting the broadcast here today. I'm on the call alone for this one, but John Hickman will be joining me for the women's game later on this evening, so we invite you to tune back into that one. But for now, it's about a minute and a half until we meet our starting rosters for each squad and we get into the basketball. I don't know about you guys, but I am plenty excited for this one. Winner of this advances to the area tournament out at Stroud. It is win or go home for both of these teams. Bethany is matched up against some teams they've met before in the year. Beat them pretty good, too. Same thing was what happened yesterday, I guess I'll say. But today, I mean, once you get this one, from here on out, no one knows what's happening anymore. At area, you could be playing pretty much everybody. So this is kind of the last chance, potentially, that this Broncos team will have to face a familiar foe before they get met with some of the best competition Class 4A has to offer. Both squads are done warming up, so we're going to go ahead and meet our starting 5. Bethany will be the home team. They're wearing the all-whites. Woodward in the all-blacks with the gold trim. We're ready to get this one going. Don't have any video broadcast for the playoff streams, but we're here on audio only. And again, thanks to everybody who is tuning in. All right, looks like we are ready to go. Both teams head out over to their bench. Time to meet our starting 5, and I'm learning these at the same time you guys are. All right, so the Woodward Boomers are going to officially be the visitors. Their first starter out is 6-foot senior Aaron Laredo. He wears number 2. Behind him is the 6'1" junior Luke Talley. He wears number 5. Number 14, Jesse Treese, the third starter up. He's a 6'1" junior as well. Number 20, 6'8" sophomore Caden Gaines, fourth guy. And the 5'10" senior, number 24, Gage Hutchins. So there's your starting 5 for the Woodward Boomers. If you missed it, we'll go through it again before tip. Yeah, your Bethany Broncos. Den Jaggers coming off of a double-double performance in yesterday's match. He's the first starter announced. Behind Jaggers, it's Jagger Weaver, wears number 3. Griner, the third starter announced. I guess I got to introduce him as a sharpshooter now. Breck Brady, the fourth guy announced. He's a terror in the paint. And he's followed up by number 25, Malachi Chapman. So there are your starters again for the Bethany Broncos. It's Jaggers, Weaver, Griner, Brady, and Chapman. On the other side, Laredo, Talley, Treese, Gaines, and Hutchins.
All right. This is the Consolation Championship game. Winner advances to the area tournament. So I need to know, Boomers, are you in the house?
I'm listening to the guy at the PA table do his thing now. He's just basically repeating the same information I gave. Winner of this goes on to area. Then he goes, Woodward, are you in the house? And not much was said after that. Jump ball is up. Brady got first tip on it. It was batted around to Seth Griner. He had number 2, Laredo, punch it out from behind. So officially, first possession will be Bethany Broncos. All right, let's get into this one. Denton Jaggers brings it up the floor. He'll have primary point guard duties today. Looking over to his right, there's Chapman in the corner. He has Brady in front of him. It goes out high to Weaver. Weaver back to Chapman in the right corner. That's right in front of the Woodward bench on the far side of the floor. Chapman getting inside the line, spinning, has to give the ball up. Here's Weaver from the left wing. Spin, step back, mid-range 2. No good. Offensive rebound for Breck Brady. He takes one dribble, tries to go back up. His shot no good. And finally, Woodward comes away with it. Fast break for the Woodward Boomers. On the other end of the floor, right-handed layup for number 24, Gage Hutchins. And Woodward is first on the board. Denton Jaggers now with a 2-0 deficit to face. Only 7:12 on the clock. Only 50 seconds came off right there. Chapman from the right wing goes to Jaggers in the corner. Jaggers from that right corner brings it back out to the free throw line. Now he hits Griner on the opposite side. Griner with the baseline swing. Malachi Chapman lets a 3 fly from the far corner. No good. Rebounded by the Boomers. And before they can bring it up the floor cleanly, Seth Griner's going to get hit with his first personal foul of the game. Just trying to contest a little bit on the full court, not let him get up for free. A little bit too much contact. Caden Gaines, in the 6'8" sophomore, brings up the floor. He's on the left side, right in front of the scorer's table. From my vantage point, Woodward is on the left. Bethany is on the right of the gymnasium here. Woodward looks to the near corner. That's a 3 taken from the right side. No good, but Woodward comes down with the rebound. It gets stripped out, but they maintain control. Now they're looking to the far corner. Bounce pass down low. There's a cut and a foul. Oh, it's an offensive foul on Gage Hutchins. That is the first team foul on the Woodward Boomers here in the first quarter. And a good job by the Bethany Broncos to take that charge. That possession had just not gone their way. They could not bring down that rebound, but they get the ball back anyways. Good awareness on defense right there for the Broncos. So now Bethany on the offensive. Weaver stands at the top of the key. He's looking over to his right for Denton Jaggers. Jaggers now moving to his right as well, but he'll spin out and bring this one back to the top. Couple handoffs around the perimeter, and others. A bounce pass to Breck Brady. Stands at the right elbow. Bounce pass underneath to Denton Jaggers. A nice move by Denton Jaggers with an excellent feed from Breck Brady. Bethany ties this game up at 2. 5:55 left to go. Woodward going to slow things down. They're in no rush today. They know every possession has to be quality right now. Caden Gaines gets a soft screen, but he still stays at about the midcourt line. 5:38 now left to go. There's another screen for Gaines. Goes with the bounce pass to Talley. Talley looking down low, threw it through the hands of Gage Hutchins. Had the baseline cut he was looking for, but couldn't get it to him cleanly. Bethany gets ball back. 5:34 left to go in the first. Jaggers again to bring it up the floor. He's 1 of 1 from the field. Coming off of a double-double again, I mentioned it, but he had 12 points and 10 rebounds yesterday. He goes all the way himself to the glass with the right hand and lays it in for 2. That gives Bethany the lead, 4-2, 5:15 left to go in the first. Woodward back on offense. They haven't deviated from their own game plan here. They're still going to take it really slow. Talley comes out to set a screen for Gaines, but Gaines doesn't even take a dribble. Still has a dribble. Now the ref's counting. Gets that screen again. Doesn't have anywhere he wants to go. Jaggers on him. Now he makes his move, working to the right side of the floor. Stops at the top of the key, just backs it off. Bounce pass to Aaron Laredo. Laredo's kind of in that same spot. Goes the opposite way from the screen. Left hand all the way inside the line. Bounce pass to a man in the lane, and the right-handed layup is good for Luke Talley. So we're all knotted up at 4 apiece. 4:36 left to go in this game. Jaggers gets a soft screen from Griner. He fires to the corner for Malachi Chapman. Chapman doesn't have the shot open up, so he hits Brady, top of the key. Brady now sets a screen for Denton Jaggers. Lob inside. Brady from the right box. Spinning, goes up and one. Breck Brady again with 2 defenders on him, able to go up between them both to draw the foul. They'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Sounds like that foul is going on number 2, Aaron Laredo. That's Laredo's first personal. Brady at the line. 3 of his teammates will be way out beyond half court. Only Seth Griner remains on the right side of the lane, situated between 2 black jerseys. Here's Brady for his and 1 opportunity. It's up, and it's good. Brady on the first free throw of the game knocks it down. Showing up in a big way early, 7-4, Bethany leads. 4:20 left to go in the first now. Again, this is an elimination game. Winner moves on to area, loser goes home. Caden Gaines dribbling to his right. Again, they're going with the real tall guy to bring it up the floor, and he got one stolen away by Denton Jaggers. Jaggers picks up the dribble, fires up court. There's Griner. Griner with the lob to Brady. He hauls it in, takes one dribble, goes back up, got blocked from behind. He's looking for the foul call, but it's just going to be out on Woodward. Looks like Caden Gaines was the last to touch it. And I'm not sure about the Woodward game plan here, bringing up the floor with number 20, Caden Gaines. He's very clearly uncomfortable as a ball handler. Inbounds pass is a bounce pass to Seth Griner, who hits it on the left block. Seth Griner goes up for 2. 9-4, 3:50 left to go in the first. Bethany leads by 5. Bounce pass to the left wing for Woodward. They now go to the right wing. There's the entry down low. Canes catch and shoot. Fadeaway shot from the right block, no good, and Griner hauls down his first rebound. Griner gets a call in from the bench. Makes a pass to Den Jaggers to his left. Now he backs it back off. Brady comes out to the key to meet him, but he goes with a handoff to Weaver. Weaver now up to Brady. Brady over to the corner. Den Jaggers gets to the baseline right side. Fires one across the baseline. Extra pass from Chapman to Griner on the wing. Griner knocks down the 3. Seth Griner, something about this gymnasium has done him right. He started yesterday's game 3 of 3 from beyond the arc and just knocked down his first of this game right there. 3:10 is where we take a break. 12-4, Bethany leads. We're going to go to a quick commercial. When we come back, tell you a little bit about some of our sponsors for tonight's broadcast.
Stephanie's Vintique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Vintique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Vintique experience.
Thanks to Toro Taxes for their support of the stream. Toro Taxes at 5909 Northwest Expressway in Suite 249. Call 580-275-8933 for Toro Taxes. Don't leave money on the table. They'll help you with all your tax prep needs. On the other end of the floor, Woodward brings it up. They immediately look to the baseline. They had their man Luke Talley, but when going up against Breck Brady, more often than not, Brady's going to come down with a swat. He got one there. Still Woodward's ball. They inbound it high to Caden Gaines, and Gaines launches a 3 from way downtown. No good, but an offensive rebound keeps the possession alive. A risky pass, and Griner gets a steal. One-on-one on the other end. Griner lays it in for 2. Seth Griner, 2 of 2. When he's going on those layups, he has been very electric on those steals. Keeping multiple eyes open, I guess. He nearly has another steal on another risky pass out towards the logo. And again, this brings back to what I'm saying. I'm not sure about Woodward's offensive game plan here. They have at least moved primary ball handling away from Caden Gaines, but they're still relying on a lot of these risky passes out towards the middle of the floor. There's a pass down low. It hits Gaines. Now from the baseline, Gaines is able to go up and get an and 1. Gaines had it on the left side of the floor. He was going up against Den Jaggers, which is not really, a big height difference or size difference there. The and 1, no good. Brady comes down with the rebound. So he at least only gets 2 out of it. 14-6, 2:15 left to go in the first quarter. Jaggers looking to his left. Has Brady come up to set a screen. Couple of defenders swap onto him. Chapman takes a pass and launches a 3. No good. Brady coming down for the rebound. Foul over the back. And I would agree with that call. That foul is going on Caden Gaines. Malachi Chapman coming off the floor. He's going to be given a break. Wyatt Kiefer steps into the court. Onto the court, into the lines. I don't know. Kiefer will inbound here. 2 high screens at the top of the lane. Kiefer looking for the lob, trying to get to Denton Jaggers. He will cleanly. Jaggers right back out to Kiefer, who lets the 3 fly. And White, Kiefer knocks one down in rhythm from the right wing. 17-6, Woodward's going to try to hurry. They've got to cut into the lane, thrown right through their teammates' hands, and Weaver comes away with ball. Weaver looking up to Kiefer. Kiefer stops on a dime. Risky pass to Brady, but he brings it down. Brady goes up and underneath, threw one up, trying to get the foul call, but it falls right in the hands of Kiefer for an offensive rebound, and Kiefer goes back up for 2. 19-6, and on the other end of the floor, Weaver doesn't even let it get past mid-floor before he punches it out. These Bethany Broncos are all over the Woodward Boomers right now. Clock stopped at 1:36. Now we're back in action. 19-6, again a 13-point lead for the Bethany Broncos here. That's a pass from Grayson Roach out high. Standing at the Weatherford logo is Gage Hutchins. He's going to give it up left side to Jesse Treese. Treese back high to Roach. Roach over to Hutchins, and we're back to what we've been doing. Now Caden Gaines has it top of the key, looking jab step to his right. Now he dribbles once, steps inside the line, lets the long 2 fly, and he knocks it down. 19-8, just over a minute left to go. Kiefer working quick up the floor. Goes for the lob inside to Brady. Brady from the right block along the baseline. Puts up a shot, no good. Woodward comes down with the rebound, but they got to bring it up past, mid-floor. The way this Bethany defense has been playing, that hasn't been easy. They will this time. They slow it down right past half court again. 40 seconds now left to play in the first. Holding on to the ball is Caden Gaines. He has Jaggers in front of him. 3 players to his right. 1 stands at about the free throw line. 1 is in the left corner. Now under 30 seconds left to play. Jaggers not applying any pressure yet. He and Gaines in kind of a stare down right now. Now the cheers start to ring out from the crowd. 20 seconds left to go. All players on the floor haven't moved. It's basically a 2-1-2 here. Now there's an on-ball screen. Gaines has Weaver swap onto him. Jump stop from the left wing. Has the bounce pass underneath. Able to hit his man, but the shot's no good. Weaver comes down with the rebound. That's a big rebound indeed. Brady gets a cross-court pass up the floor. Tries to lay one in. No good. No foul call, so it'll just be a missed shot. And we head to the end of the first. Bethany up 19-8. Woodward a little bit slow on the offensive side. Not that they haven't had good plays, because when they do get in the offense, they've had a lot of open players in the paint. I just think they take too long to get the set running, but we'll see what adjustments they make. We're live from Weatherford, Oklahoma, the Ship It Sooner broadcast booth. Ship It Sooners at 210 North Mustang Mall Terrace out in Mustang, Oklahoma. Call 405-256-6264. We'll be back after this commercial break.
At the home of the Gotta Have It, you'll find Apple Tree Antique Gallery, located in the heart of downtown Bethany at 6740 Northwest 39th Expressway. Enjoy spacious shopping with up to 77 unique vendors across more than 10,000 square feet, offering everything from jewelry and clothing to one-of-a-kind treasures and so much more. Don't miss our third Friday weekend specials every month. And yes, we're open Sundays. Call us at 495-0602. Apple Tree Antique Gallery in Bethany, home of the Gotta Have It.
We're back in Weatherford, Oklahoma on GSN Sports and Talk and the GospelStation.com Sports and Talk. It is the Consolation Bracket Championship in Bracket D. Your Bethany Broncos taking on the Woodward Boomers. Bethany comes into today 21-6. Both these teams on a one-game, coming off of a win. Woodward 18-9 on the year. Bethany finished ranked 11 in Class 4A. Woodward was unranked. The last time these two squads met, it was a big, big win for the Bethany Broncos, and we're on pace for that again today. An 11-point lead for the Bethany Broncos after the end of the first. The score is 19-8. All right, getting ready for the second quarter of action. Woodward has ball first. They're going to go beyond half court. Down the floor, it's back to Aaron Laredo. He comes back in. He's looking to his right side. There's Gaines. Remember Gaines, he's a very good player. He's matched up on Dempsey Neal right now. Goes up and underneath Neal. His 2 no good, and Neal fights and comes down with the rebound. Neal looking ahead, has Rhett Brobson on the left block. Brobson goes up in traffic and comes down with 2. Impressive stuff from Rhett Brobson right there. Woodward still rocking with a lot of their starters, but you can see the changes Bethany has made. Here's some good pressure. Aaron Laredo able to get sneak a bounce pass inside the lane. The shot no good, but Gaines has the tip back. The original shot came off the hands of Grayson Roach from straightaway, 21-10. And Gaines was really, the last time these two teams met, all of Woodward's offense. The kid's pretty talented, but they rely on him pretty much alone. Brady directing traffic, looking to Neal on the right wing. Neal step back between the legs. Now he goes with the bounce pass down low. Brady flings one cross court, but he and Kiefer were not on the same page. Brady just throws that one away for a turnover. 6:55 left to go in the first half. After this, I guess it's going to be officially a single game break before we get to the women's match. So we were 2:30 start time. They're a 6 p.m. start time. I assume everybody has an hour and a half allotted to them. So I assume it's only going to be one. There's a travel underneath. Oh, but no, it's going to be a foul on Dempsey Neal. So what happened there was Woodward was looking for a backdoor cut. They had their man come down. It was number 10, Grayson Roach. Roach took it, got hit from behind by Neal. We thought he traveled, but the official saw too much contact. Hutchins has it in the right corner off the inbounds. He's going to go over to Grayson Roach, who stands at the left wing. From the wing, out high, here's Laredo, gets an on-ball screen from Gaines. Nowhere to go, he backs off. Kiefer swapped onto him. He's at the Weatherford logo, now working left to right. Stands on the right side, letting things develop down low. There's the cut into the lane. Wide open man, mishandled ball, but the shot is up and no good. That was number 24, Gage Hutchins, again to take the shot. And that's what I said about Woodward is every time they let the offense run, they open up some quality shots. They just haven't been able to hit them consistently enough. Going to have a foul called here. It appears to be on Dempsey Neal. I didn't see what Neal did. I was looking at Kiefer, who was the ball handler right there. But either way, that's Neal's second personal. 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Score is 21-10. Bethany still maintains this 11-point lead. Gaines gets a couple of screens, pulls up for three. From straight away, it's no good, and Brady brings down the rebound. Brady looking up the floor. Here's Brops on the left side. In trouble on the baseline. Able to maintain control. Brady now to Kiefer after the pass. Kiefer shot no good. Jaggers gets the rebound. Rhett Brobson will launch the three in place. Left corner, and it's good. 24-10. 5:30 left to go. Woodward trying to find any kind of answer. Aaron Laredo at the Weatherford Eagles right wing. Bounce pass looking to his left. That's Luke Talley. Talley has Brady on him. Down low, he's trying to find Gaines. Threw it off the backboard. Didn't Jaggers was all over Gaines right there. Luckily for the Boomers, they maintain possession. They got to come up with something a little bit better than that. 5 minutes left to go. Bounce pass to Gaines, right wing. He pulls up and just takes the shot well off the mark. Jaggers is going to come down with the rebound, aided by Neal. Bethany looking up the floor, but Brobson and Kiefer this time weren't on the same page. Brobson threw it off the back of Kiefer, and it bounced out of bounds. Malachi Chapman back into the game for the Bethany Broncos. And we're going to have a timeout taken by the Woodward Boomers. It's a full timeout, so we'll take one with them. Hoop OKC is a new supporter of the stream. Hoop OKC, call 405-448-0099. Go to www.hoopokc.com. It's an arcade basketball trailer, perfect for any kind of party, and it's also great entertainment for adults and kids alike. We're back after this. This is Blake Nightingale State Farm, your local insurance agent over at 7304 Northwest Expressway. Here to tell you more about the business is Blake himself.
Hi, my name is Blake Nightingale, State Farm insurance agent located at 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City. I've been a State Farm agent since 2018. We've got 5 licensed staff members here, and we do everything from auto, home, life insurance, and health insurance. And we're real passionate about helping people. And we love youth sports, and we sponsor a lot of local teams here. And so, like I always tell people, like a good neighbor, we're here to help you.
Just like you heard from Blake, Blake Nightingale State Farm is here to help you protect what's important to you, because your car and home aren't just things. They're where you make your memories. Visit Blake and his friendly staff at 7304 Northwest Expressway and call them at 405-728-1313. Like a good neighbor, Blake Nightingale is there. Coming out of our timeout, Bethany already back on the floor. Woodward taking plenty of time to talk about this one, and don't blame them for that. Victory Mattress Outlet is also a key sponsor. They're at 7101 Northwest Expressway in Unit 610. Jeremy and his folks over at Victory Mattress Outlet, that is the hometown feel to a T. They're great people over there. We're proud to work with them. A travel on Woodward as number 2, Aaron Laredo, tried to go for a jump pass and came down without giving up the ball. 4:47 on the clock, 24-10, the Bethany lead. Kiefer, Jaggers, Neal, Brobson, and Chapman all on the floor for the white jerseys. Kiefer going left to right, behind the back move, fakes a shot, now he drives in. Pass up to Neal. Neal gets to the free throw line, cross court, here's Rhett Brobson, fires the three from the left wing and stares down the Boomers after. Rhett Brobson, 2 of 2 from beyond the arc. Woodward on the other end is going to launch a three in return, and that gets a stare back. That's Gage Hutchins to make that one. He and Chapman having a little bit of a three-point competition now, I guess. Chapman gets the pass from Kiefer, dribbles into the lane, jump, fadeaway shot. Chapman knocks it down in rhythm. That break he got doing him wonders, I guess. He has knocked down a couple big shots. Brobson gets the steal at mid-floor, 2-on-1 on the fast break. He goes up right hand, his shot no good. Kiefer able to get the rebound. Back out beyond the arc. Here's Malachi Chapman from the left wing. Are you kidding me? Malachi Chapman. And that gets a timeout. Uh-oh, no, it's a foul. It's a foul called on number 2, Aaron Laredo. Jagger Weaver and Seth Griner are back on the floor. They give Neal and Kiefer a break. Both of those two players played some pretty great minutes. But this is very good for the Bethany Broncos. They leave the hot hands on the floor. 32-13, 3:43 left to go in the second. Griner to inbound, goes quick down low to Brobson. Brobson jab step, gets into the lane, kicks it back out to the left wing. Now here's Jaggers on the right-handed drive. His shot no good, put back no good. No one comes down with it. Finally, Chapman has the offensive rebound. Chapman cross-court pass. Has a man, Brobson doesn't take the shot, instead he goes back out high to Weaver. Woodward playing a man defense right now. Griner has it left wing, now he goes back over to Weaver. Weaver will back it off and get a new call in from the bench. Weaver will be matched up on number 20, Caden Gaines. Rhett Brobson stands right at the free throw line. Weaver fired one to Malachi Chapman in the left corner. Chapman brings it back out high, no shot opened up. Chapman had Jesse Treese on him. Now, under 3 minutes left to go in the first half. Score still 32-13. And this works to Bethany's favor. Woodward is not applying any pressure at all. Bethany is just holding on to it, letting time run off the clock. Currently nearly a 20-point lead. And Woodward has yet to make any decision. So Jagger stays in the right corner. Malachi Chapman's in the left corner. Brobson at the free throw line. Griner to the left, still at mid-floor. Weaver still has ball, just dribbling, not doing anything. Now it looks like Woodward's finally going to apply some pressure. Gage Hutchins swaps on to Weaver. Weaver jump pass, hit in Jaggers on the right wing, and Jaggers just backs it off. 2:15 now left to go. Now Bethany in this stall. The only difference is they're up by 20. Jaggers gets inside the line, fires to Rhett Brobson, who's now in the left corner. Brobson goes back out high to the logo, and Jaggers has it. Griner in front of him. Chapman to his left. Jaggers drives right hand, trying to get past Caden Gaines. Stopped on a dime. Gaines stayed with him just enough. Now a minute 50 left to go. Jaggers threatening. Now he goes left hand, got a screen. Hit Brobson on the baseline. Brobson goes up and comes down with the foul. Rhett Brobson will head to the line. How much time did that take off the clock? That felt like it had to be 3 full minutes that just came off the clock. Brobson will head to the line. He's shooting 2. The foul was officially assessed to Caden Gaines. Brobson can't hit his first. Still, though, I'm surprised Woodward didn't apply any kind of pressure there. Have to wonder what their approach to this game is. Brobson's second is made. He'll go 1 of 2 on that trip to the line. Now Woodward working quick with the ball in their hands. Down in the corner, it's Gage Hutchins. Right side, he's got Weaver on him. Jab step to his right. Now he goes left hand into the lane. His shot's up and no good. Brobson comes down with the defensive rebound. Bethany, no stall on him this time. Griner brings up the floor in a hurry, left side. With a minute 30 left to go, Woodward gets back in time. That allows Bethany to slow it down now. Then Jaggers has it right side of the floor. He's matched up on number 5, Luke Talley, and Talley hit with the foul. Couldn't stop Jaggers going at his right. and that is his first personal foul. Third team foul of this quarter. Clock is paused at a minute 16. Tally comes off the floor. In his place, number 0, Dawson Heckert. Inbounds goes out beyond the logo. Here's Den Jaggers. He's matched up on the freshly subbed on Heckert. Jaggers gives it out, goes over to Chapman. Just over a minute to go. Chapman matched up on Gaines. Picked up the dribble. Needs somewhere to go. Bounce pass. Thread the needle to Griner. Griner with a kick out. Left wing. Weaver has his three. 36-13. The lead 23. Woodward has fallen very far behind here after the first half. 50 seconds left to play. Gaines steps into one right wing, just pulls up for the three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Den Jaggers comes down with the rebound. He's been great at defensive rebounds so far today. He goes coast to coast, lays it in with a reverse layup on the right hand. Pretty impressive stuff right there from Den Jaggers. 38-13, now 30 seconds left to go. Hutchins, right side, all the way to the baseline. Has a dump pass to number 10, Grayson Roach. Roach from right inside, right in front of the bracket. Right in front of the bucket, is not going to miss that one. There we go. Finally got it out. 38-15, 15 seconds left to go. Jaggers driving right side, got to the free throw line. Jump stop, bounce pass down low. Rhett Brobson has two. Great off-ball movement from Rhett Brobson. Ran all the way along the baseline. Woodward never picked him up. 3 seconds left to go. Gaines has just got to launch it. He steps into one from way downtown. No good. And Bethany up at half, 40-15. That was a 21-point quarter for the Bethany Broncos to a 7-point quarter for the Woodward Boomers. And that's not going to win you ball games, folks. For the Woodward Boomer side, that's not going to win you ball games. Well, again, thanks to everybody who's tuning in. Thanks to Simplified Tech Solutions, 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard, back in War Acres. They power our broadcast on the technological side. We couldn't do what we do without them. So thanks to Simplify again, 4221 North MacArthur Boulevard. We're going to kick you to an interview with the one, the only Blake Nightingale. Then we'll be back for the halftime show, where we'll catch you up on the stats and what we are looking for the second half.
Hello again, everyone. We're back here on the main street of America in Oklahoma City, back at one of our favorite places, State Farm Insurance, Blake Nightingale. Blake, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful spring day here in Oklahoma City, and so excited for all the upcoming things coming our way. So
that's right. And it's even still February, and we're in spring. I love Oklahoma.
It feels like spring.
That's right. Well, I tell you what, speaking of spring, want to talk again about the weather coming up. I mean, we got to think about our roofs, our property with the storms that move in.
Yeah.
What kind of insurance can you help people with?
Yeah, the number one claim that most Oklahomans deal with is the hail storms, right? And the wind and tornadoes and all that kind of stuff. And so no better time than right now to start preparing for the spring season. And so what does that look like? Just make sure you're reviewing your policies, make sure you know what coverage you have. And most importantly, making sure that you've got the right person to take care of you. So.
And you are it. And that's the thing I like too, is I always hear this on TV sometimes when I watch, is call us at 1-800, but you have no idea who these people are.
Yeah.
Right here, people come in and talk to you, and your staff is excellent.
Yeah.
So tell us about that. Why is that advantage?
Yeah, I love having 6 people here. The number one thing I love about it is that you can call and you can talk to the same person over and over. And most people, insurance is an afterthought until you got that question. And you don't want to be on hold for 30 minutes trying to talk to somebody that doesn't know you. We know you personally. We know your story. And that's what we take pride in, is taking care of you and knowing who you are.
Very good. Well, I have a couple of questions. Number one question, we were talking about the spring. Should people look at the roofs before the weather hits? Should they even look at it, get some kind of knowledge of how the roof looks? What should they do to prepare?
Yeah, a couple things I think that are very important as we go into the spring season. One is to get your roof checked. A lot of roofing companies will do it for free. I think another thing to do is go ahead and do a video inventory of all your stuff. So what I just tell people is take a video, go each room to room, and that way if there's ever a catastrophic event, you know exactly what you have, so you don't have to think about it in that time. And then the most important thing is know your deductibles, know your coverage. Make sure you have full replacement costs, and make sure you know what the out-of-pocket expenses look like, so you can prepare so that whenever something does happen, and hopefully we have a lighter season this year in Oklahoma, but that's not likely, obviously. But again, you know what you have, and that's the most important thing I tell people. So
yeah, the pre-maintenance helps cut down the panic when something does happen.
Yeah, absolutely. And just obviously, knowing what to expect, and making sure you've got a plan in place. And so, with all these storms that come through, those out-of-state roofers start coming in. And,
yes.
And it just builds a lot of anxiety with people. And so knowing ahead of time and having a plan in place is the best way to go about it. So,
do roofers and insurance companies like State Farm, do they ever work with roofers? Do you ever recommend a roofer, or you can't do that?
Yeah, so there's a lot of roofers that we've dealt with and that are great. I would just tell you, go local. If they're knocking on your door, then chances are they're out of state, and that can get you some concerns. And so I would say choose local and choose who you trust, and usually they'll take care of you. So,
all right, I had this question come up, and I wanted to ask you about it. Business insurance. People are in an office building, and they're wanting to move furniture or move stuff in, and the building management says, "Do you have insurance? What if somebody busts out the door, out the glass window you go through, the door window?" Tell us about why it's wise to have insurance in your office building, and how does that safeguard you?
Yeah, so we insure. A lot of times State Farm people only think about auto and home. And we insure business, life insurance, health insurance. And so when it comes to business specifically, one of the biggest things is making sure you protect your personal property. Theft and water damage tend to be, larger claims for people. But it is always important when you're dealing with a business entity that you have the ability to maybe be sued or liability concerns, that you have coverage in place for that. And so that's, again, why we love having 6 people here. We're a knowledgeable resource. We love to take care of customers and help in all their needs. We kind of view ourselves as a one-stop shop, and we'll take care of all the insurance needs you might have. So,
well, knowledge also helps wisdom, and having the wisdom to do something about it. Because I'm one of these that put it off and say, I should have done it already.
Yeah, exactly.
And I did see that recently, where some people were moving out. They were moving out of the building, and somehow or another, you know how Murphy's Law works, they busted a window.
Yeah.
Totally by accident, but they did it. And that's why it's important to have insurance in there.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, insurance, most people, it's not on top of mind until a claim happens. And then it's like, what did I get myself into? That's why we're here to help. We want to make sure we foresee the future and what could happen, and make sure you're protected. And you can call us or text us anytime. And that number is 405-728-1313. And we would love to be a resource for you.
And once you tell us your address and any other final words you'll say before we cut and get back to where we're at.
Yeah, so we're located here off of Northwest Expressway, 7304 Northwest Expressway here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And again, like I said, text or call. The biggest thing that I tell you going into the spring, doesn't hurt to shop, doesn't hurt to make sure you've got the right coverage in place, and we would love to be a resource for you. So.
And I might add that, Blake, you're a family man. You know what it's like to raise a family and take your kids places and just all of that. So you're very knowledgeable and have empathy toward families that are needing to get insurance to take care of them.
Yeah, we love to hear the personal story of each one of you, and we love to take care of you and help in any way we can.
Well, thank you, Blake. Thanks for sponsoring all of our sports in Bethany High School and all that we do. We appreciate all you do, Blake.
Yep, thanks. Go Broncos.
And we welcome you back to Weatherford, Oklahoma for the halftime show here at half between your Bethany Broncos and the Woodward Boomers. Currently the score 40-15. The Bethany Broncos do lead on the back of some excellent rebounding and excellent shooting. I'm going to give you the score update here in a second, but first, thanks to Coyote Pond, 5804 Northwest 63rd Street for their support of the broadcast. They're the home of the $20 FFL transfer for Coyote Pond. Call 405-470-7999. They're closed on Sundays, but they'll be open bright and early tomorrow, 9 a.m. At half, Rhett Brobston leads the game with 11 points. He's 2 of 4 from 2 and 2 of 2 from beyond the arc, with one added free throw to his name. But right behind him is Seth Griner with 7. He's knocked down 2 from the field and 1 3 himself with a rebound as well. Den Jaggers has 4 total rebounds with 6 points. Chapman and Kiefer both have 5, while Brady and Weaver both have 3 to total the 4 you see right now. In my opinion, Woodward just has not shown the offensive game plan necessary to come out and beat the Bethany Broncos today. They have bits and pieces of it. They've shown the flashes of a truly potent offense. With their off-ball movement, they very often open up someone in the lane, which is what they want to be running from, but it takes too long for them to get to that point. They don't have the shot volume to keep up with this Broncos squad. Caden Gaines is their go-to player, but honestly, today they have gotten so much out of a player like Gage Hutchins, who has knocked down a three as well. He only has 5 points, but that's one of the higher marks on the squad, that I wonder if they're going to start putting up more three balls instead of looking down low. Because they play Gaines up high anyways, and they let the smaller, quicker players happen, make all the off-ball movement. So I do wonder if they're going to make an adjustment here. You got to do something. Frankly, this is a win or go home situation, and you're down by 25. You got to do something. We got about a minute left, so we'll see if that something happens when we come back from one more commercial break. Thanks again to Blake Nightingale, the sponsor of our halftime show, 7304 Northwest Expressway. We're back in just a few.
Step up to the next level at Coyote Pond, home of the $20 FFL transfer. Coyote Pond at 5804 Northwest 63rd and MacArthur makes the difference in customer service with a selection of just about everything with top dollar loans and rock bottom prices. Locally owned and operated, Coyote Pond is the destination headquarters for Bethany, Yukon, and Oklahoma City, and the home of the $20 FFL transfers. Call 405-470-7999 or go to coyotepond.com. That's 405-470-7999 and coyotepond.com.
Let's all really listen to what politicians say. Does it make sense? For instance, raising tax rates on large corporations. Sounds good. Then we remember, corporations do not pay taxes. They pass tax costs through to their customers. That means a corporate tax increase is a tax increase for everyone who does business with a corporation. That's a tax increase to every one of us. Dwayne McAnally, McAnally Foundation.
All right, it's time for the second half of play. Quarter number 3 coming at you live on thegospelstation.com and GSN Sports and Talk. Bethany will have ball first. We're ready to go. 40-15. Bethany leads, man. This has been a great game so far. On the floor is Den Jaggers. He goes with the handoff to Weaver, who hits Griner on the left wing. Griner with the handoff back to Jaggers, still beyond the perimeter. Now Jaggers goes right side. Has Malachi Chapman, who puts up another three. That one no good. First shot of this half is not a make. Chapman 1 of 4 from beyond the arc. He still hit some pretty big shots in that first half. I wouldn't expect him to go quiet the rest of the second. Now it's Luke Talley just inside the line on the right side. Flings one over his back, and he goes right past the hands of Grayson Roach. And that's what I'm saying. I mean, Bethany missed their opportunity on the other side of the floor. Woodward had a player wide open down low, and they just can't do anything with it. Call comes in from the Bethany bench. Here's Den Jaggers. Going one-on-one right up the floor. There's a handoff to Weaver, who brings it back out towards the Weatherford logo. Now Weaver over to Chapman on the right wing. Chapman back out high to Jaggers. Jaggers gets a screen from Weaver. Jump pass was looking for Seth Griner, but it appears number 10, Grayson Roach, batted it into the Bethany bleachers. Going to stick with the Broncos here. 7:09 left to play in this game. Chapman to inbound. Let's see where he goes. He's going to go out high to Seth Griner. Griner hasn't really had to do a lot of dribbling today, a lot of ball control. This time he's going to drive right side all the way to the glass, and Seth Griner does it himself. Seth Griner, so far perfect shooting night for Seth Griner. He's applying some great pressure right there on the ball, and it causes a turnover. Stuck on the right wing was Aaron Laredo with Griner in his face. He tried to throw one high, and it went to nobody. 6:42 left to play in the third, 42-15. Another bad turnover on Woodward. The life has been sucked out of the Woodward Boomer side of the gymnasium. Jaggers drives, hits Brady on the baseline, but Brady goes back out high. I'm looking just at the body language of the Woodward bench right now. There's not any energy over there, players or coaches alike. There's a foul on Woodward. It's going to go on number 2, Aaron Laredo, his third personal. Chapman has ball on the right side, inbound to Griner. Griner goes top of the key, looking back to Chapman on the right side. Chapman has Brady in front of him, goes for the cross-court pass to Den Jaggers, who will back it off towards the scorer's table on the left side of the floor. Now he makes his move. Crossover in between the legs, trying to go right hand into the lane. Got to the right block, spinning, no shot. Fires to Weaver in the far corner. Weaver steps inside the line, puts up a long 2, and Jagger Weaver doesn't miss that one. He's 1 of 2 when shooting 2 balls. Gaines on the other end pulls up from roughly the same spot. He answers 2 for 2. Gaining Gaines again, he's the majority of Woodward's offense. He now has 8 points on the day. 44-17, 5:40 left to play. Jaggers drive and kick. Here's Brady from the left corner. Tried the 3, no good. He's laughing about that one. Woodward has it. Again, the score 44-17. Gaines fakes the shot, drives in on Jaggers, pulls up for a long 2, no good, and Jaggers has the defensive rebound. That's 4 defensive rebounds for Denton Jaggers. 5:20 left to play. Here's Griner. He passes up the floor to Weaver. Weaver with a spin, pulls up, mid-range jumper, and he's got another. Weaver has taken over the left side of the floor right now. He's immediately got 7 right out of the gates. 5 minutes left to play in the third. Brady swaps on to Luke Talley. Talley has to pick up the dribble, couldn't get past 2-4. Woodward back to Gaines. Gaines launches the 3, and this one he hits. Had it on the left wing after the handoff. Makes it 46-20. But again, the lead's still at 26, even though Gaines has 11. That's still a mountain to climb for the Woodward Boomers. Jaggers and the Broncos can still stall, but Jaggers is going to go right to the rim himself. Right hand, underhanded layup, no good. Jaggers 3 of 5 from the field. Gaines with 4.5 left to play, goes up the right side of the floor. Now he works it back towards the middle, stops just beyond the free throw line, fakes a handoff. Now he goes right side, trying to get to the block. 2 steps, threw one up, nearly had it. Denton Jaggers is going to get hit with a foul here. It was a wild shot, but it kind of went in and out. I was surprised Gaines even got that close. 2 personal fouls on Denton Jaggers. Only the first team foul of this quarter. That hasn't really been an issue for either side yet. Gaines on his free throw, bricks that one hard. That gets a little bit of a jeer from the Bethany crowd. Score still 46-20, 4:20 on the clock. Second free throw is up, and that one much softer, and that one makes. 46-21. Clock back to running, 12 on the game for number 20 in black. Weaver has it left side, well beyond the arc. Just going to slow things down. He's got Gage Hutchins on him. Now he goes left side all the way to the line. Gets to the baseline, handoff from Brady. Brady goes back high to Griner. Griner at the logo. Working on the left side. Still going left side. Got to the wing himself. Spins out. Doesn't like what he sees. Here's Weaver. Gets a screen from Griner. Top of the key. Dump pass to Griner. Griner now drives at the free throw line. Spinning. Puts up the floating shot. No good. And he got his own rebound. The possession continues. Griner from the far corner dribbled it off the leg of a Woodward defender. Possession continues. Griner 3 of 4 from the field. That is his first miss, which is crazy to say with 3:39 left in the third quarter that was the first time Griner even missed a shot. The inbounds from Kiefer gets tipped and Woodward gets a steal. They're in trouble on the other end, but it looks like they're going to get the foul call they were looking for. Both Weaver and Kiefer were trying to get the steal on the ball handler. Looks like Kiefer will take the foul officially. That's Kiefer's first personal. 3.5 left to play in the third. Clock not moving. Now it goes back to running. Gaines has it from straight away. Jaggers right in his face. 2 dribbles. Goes to his right. Pulls up for the long 2 and knocks it down in stride. 46-23. Well, Gaines has come alive in this second half. But is it too little too late? Down 23 still against a Bethany team that has gotten pretty much everybody involved in the scoring. On the drive, left side, it's Kiefer. Stops on the block, hits Jaggers. Jaggers lines up a 3, lets it fly. No good, but Chapman got the offensive rebound. Chapman trying to feed down low to Brady, and Brady gets the foul call he's looking for as a player came over his back. Looks like this one is going on. Number 20, Kaden Gaines. Gaines very quickly getting into foul trouble. He's got 3 personals. Have to imagine Bethany's going to keep targeting him. Bounce pass down low. Weaver on the baseline. Goes for the cross-court swing. Here's Chapman. Shot fake. Gets into the lane. Kicked it back out to Kiefer, and he's going to slow things down. 2:46 left to go in this quarter. Kiefer and the Broncos are going to try to put some more points on the board. Nice behind-the-back move. Kiefer goes left hand to the rim. What a drive from Wyatt Kiefer. That was smooth as butter. Gaines launches a three on the other end from the right wing. No good, and Chapman comes down with a rebound. He nearly got it stripped away, but the boomer that got there, Aaron Laredo, knocked it off his own leg. Weaver comes off the floor after some great minutes once again. In his place, Rhett Robson. 2:24 left to go in this game. Number 13, Rhett Robson still has 11 for team lead. Kiefer driving left side, got to the left side of the lane, hit Robson in the corner. No shot opens up for 1-3, so they go back out high. Now he has it once again in the corner. Pass fake, goes to the baseline. Nice swing to Breck Brady. And Brady and Robson team up to tag on two, 50-23. Brady only has 5. He's been a very, very consistent presence down low. Gaines has it with Jaggers again on him. He's going to try and get a screen. Jaggers fights through the screen well. Gaines just pulls up for the very tough contested shot. The kid's got some talent. You got to give it to him. 16 points. A defender right in his face, a hand right in his face, still knocks it down. 16 points for Gaines, but a 25-point lead for the Bethany Broncos. Kiefer drives again. This is going to be an offensive foul. Kiefer just kind of threw the elbow right there at Gage Hutchins. He takes his second personal.
Charge call, number 0, White Kiefer of the Broncos, second personal foul.
A minute 29 left to go. Here, that's the second personal for Kiefer and the third team foul of this quarter. Shouldn't have any kind of an issue with only a minute and a half left to go. Chapman steps off the floor. Dempsey Neal back on. Neal, the only player that has entered this game that has yet to put up any points. We'll see if he can find that here in the final 90 seconds. Laredo makes the call. Working to his left. Hand off to Gaines. Gaines gets a screen. Just pulls up for three from straight away. Too strong. Brady gets the defensive rebound. He was looking for Neal, but he gets stolen away by Woodward. Woodward able to keep it alive. They have a couple awkward passes, and Robson gets the steal, but gets it punched out. It's just after all of that going to end up a turnover on Woodward. Now 60 seconds left to play in the end of the third. One sub set to come on for Woodward. Kiefer has it. Weatherford logo. Looking to his right, now he goes back to his left. Just kind of driving and backing off. Not really trying to put up a shot here, just trying to burn time off the clock. Nearly got it stolen away by Laredo, but he sticks with it. Brady has it right side, well inside the line. Goes back out high. Jaggers drive and kick again. Robson bounce pass to Neal, now on the left wing. And we go back to exactly where we were, except with Denton Jaggers as the ball handler. Makes a pass to Kiefer, hits Breck Brady in the far corner. 25 seconds left. Woodward still in a man defense. They are applying a little bit more pressure, but they really haven't been able to pressure Bethany enough to stop taking time off the clock. Robson fakes a shot, 12 seconds left to go. Now Brady has on the baseline, goes up against one defender, got the shot, got his own rebound. His putback is good. So Breck Brady tags on an offensive rebound to his name. He's made 6 from 2. And Woodward can't get another shot on the other end of the floor. 52-25 as we're done with the third. And it feels like even at the start of the fourth, Woodward has already waved the white flag. We'll be back after this commercial break, so don't go anywhere. Thanks again to everybody who is watching the stream. And thanks to Stephanie's Ventique for their support. Here's Stephanie's Ventique's, that's weird to say, commercial right now.
Stephanie's Ventique and the Plaster Paint Company is all Oklahoma made at 3821 Asbury in Bethany, featuring vintage, chalk paint, antiques, clothing, vegan soaps and lotion, homemade cards, decor, and furniture. And space is available for rent to start your own business at Stephanie's Ventique and Plaster Paint Company. Call 405-249-3604 and see why people are coming from all over the metro for this paint and decor. Or you can visit us at theplasterpaintcompany.com and also see us on Facebook. Stephanie's Ventique and Plaster Paint Company in Bethany. Start your Ventique experience.
Reminder, after this one at 6 p.m. Central Time, we've got the Bethany women's squad in the championship for regionals. They're taking on the hosting Weatherford Lady Eagles in that matchup. Not the first time those two squads have met either, and we're expecting a great head-to-head contest. We're getting ready for the fourth quarter, 8 minutes on the clock for the final time. Winner of this goes on to area, and at the rate we're going, it looks like it's going to be a comfortable Bethany Broncos lead. Woodward still going with their tried and true lineup. Doesn't look like we're going to see any subs on the floor here for Bethany either. They know that they are not done with this one yet. Just a little bit more, though. The Boomers are put away in 2026, and Bethany continues on the loser side. Woodward has ball first. If they're going to do anything, it's got to be now. Right out of the gate, they got to find a way to cut into this sizable lead. Gaines steps inside the line, lets a two fly from straight away. He makes it 18 on his night. 52-27, but it can't be just Gaines. And if it does, he's got to have that to 30 like yesterday. 7.5 left to go. Kiefer brings up the floor on the right side. Now he goes back left. Gets a screen from Jaggers all the way to the left block. Bounce pass out to Rhett Brobson. Brobson from the wing. Crossover move. Steps back. Could have taken the three, but didn't want it on that one. Brobson over to Neal. Neal from the logo. Drives right side. Soft screen from Brobson. Hits Brady in the right corner. Brady looking to his left. Goes high to Kiefer. And there is, of course, no shot clock in high school basketball, so Bethany free to do this for 7 minutes if they wanted to. Kiefer drives left hand, going to the glass, throws it away, got stolen by Gaines. Gaines crossover move coming back up the other side of the floor, just does it himself, pulls up too short, and it's off the hands of Denton Jaggers, they're going to say, on the rebound. Jaggers was going up against Grayson Roach. Weaver set to come back in the game for the Bethany Broncos. Looks like he's going to give Kiefer a break. Jacob Weaver has 7 points on his day. Inbounds goes high to Gaines. Thought about the catch and shoot. Now he drives. Left hand once. Trying to go up and underneath in Jaggers. He just gets denied by Jaggers. Looks like Gaines was trying to plead his case, but he's a great player. He's got a lot of height, but Denton Jaggers has been doing that to people all year long. 6:47 left to go in this game. The inbounds go straight to 1-4 Jesse Treese. Now it's all the way back around the world and in the hands of Gaines. Gaines is the screen. Off the screen, puts up the long three, and with a little bit of separation he had, he drops the three-pointer. 52-30, 21 points for Gaines. Again, that is the Weatherford game plan now. It's set any kind of screen from Gaines, get Jaggers off of him a little bit. Neal inside the lane, kicks the pass over to Brobson. Brobson from the left corner answers 3 for 3. He is 3 of 3 from beyond the arc. 55-30, and that has been the story of this game. Gaines puts up another wild three, friendly bounce, and it goes. But even after that, Bethany has been able to find an answer with their balanced offensive attack. Neal to bring up the floor on the left side. Sub getting ready to come in the game for Woodward. Jaggers now working on his right. Has Luke Talley on him. Jump pass to Brobson again in that far corner. Brobson no shot this time around. Neal on the drive, got into the lane, puts it up himself off the backboard and one. And it's as I said, Gaines hits a three on the other end, and what does Bethany do? They find a way to answer. This time it's Dempsey Neal for the old school three-point play. Sounds like the foul was going on Luke Talley. Neal does miss the free throw, but Brady comes down with the offensive rebound, and he gets fouled going back up. So Neal able to find his first points of the night. And Brady has a chance to tag on 2 more. Currently the score 57-33, second team foul of this quarter for Woodward, the 4th personal for Aaron Laredo. Brady up and can't hit the first. Brady 1 of 2 from the line so far today. Has one more opportunity. Jaggers to his left, Neal to his right. Shots up. That one too strong. Goes over on that trip. He's 1 of 3 on the game so far. Laredo brings up the floor. Weaver on his back. Brady in front of him. Picks up the dribble. Tried to throw it past Brady, but it gets batted down. Laredo able to get back to it in time, and he hits Gaines at the logo. Gaines still has Denton Jaggers on him. Here comes the screen. Got the screen, swapped on to Dempsey Neal. This time Neal plays it well. Gaines, pump fake, got Neal to jump, and knocks down the three. 27 on the day for Caden Gaines. Not even that poorly defended. He just got Neal to jump, and he went flying by. That's enough for Caden Gaines. 57-36, the lead 21. Bethany still maintains a comfortable advantage over the rival Woodward Boomers.
Lilygrass Flowers and Decor is rooted in rich history dating back to 1979 in the precious memory of Flowers by Roy. Alicia Rankins and staff have carried the commitment to only offer the finest, unique floral arrangements with same-day delivery locally and nationally. What you envision, we make reality at Lilygrass Flowers and Decor, 7101 Northwest Expressway. Call Lilygrass Flowers and Decor at 721-1813 and begin a new memory.
5:17 as we come out of our timeout. Now, looking at the score line right now, on the floor, Rep Robson has 14. 2 players have 7. 1 has 6, and Neal has 2. On the other end, it's 27 for Gaines. 1 player has 5, 1 player has 2, and 2 have 0, which has led to get to this 21-point difference. Bethany has ball out of the timeout. Then Jaggers brings up the floor. He's got Laredo on him. He goes over to his right. Laredo can't afford another foul or he will exit this game with 5 personal. So he's going to give Jaggers a little bit of room. Jaggers with the pass to Neal. Neal goes back out high to Weaver. Now Weaver working right side, bounce pass to Brady. Brady has 2 defenders on him, but he dribbles right side, working on Gaines. Got all the way to the baseline, goes up and underneath. And Breck Brady, impossible to slow down. Gaines takes it in a hurry. He runs into a lot of trouble. Brady punched it out on him. Gaines slow to get up. Fell in the hands of Jesse Treese. Treese from the corner, able to hit Gaines on the left wing. Gaines, with Jaggers on him, goes to his left, pulls up, contested shot. Let's see if they count that a 2 or a 3. They're going to count that a 3 from straight away. 59-39, the lead is 20. 4:20 left to go. Sorry for that loud moment right there. 20-point lead for the Bethany Broncos. Weaver, crossover move, goes left hand, got it swatted by Gaines. Robson comes up with the ball, and he hits a bounce pass to Neal. Neal in trouble, lost the dribble. It's just going to be a travel call on Neal. Now, I do see what Neal was trying to do there. He got kind of hit on the leg, so he tried to let go of the ball and not pick it up, so it wouldn't be called a travel. He did have the awareness to go for that. Griner and Chapman back in the game. Gives Robson and Neal a break. 4 minutes left to play. Griner on Laredo. Laredo over to his left. Has 2 men in front of him. Able to get a bounce pass to Gaines. Gaines to Jaggers. Jaggers and Griner now playing defense on Gaines. Gaines in trouble. Lost the dribble. Got it stolen away by Jaggers. Jaggers throw up the floor. Goes right through the hands of Chapman, but Chapman's not done yet. He's pressed for Grayson Roach. Woodward picks it up, and they launch a full court pass, and it sails high over number 14, Jesse Treese. A wild exchange, a wild interaction. But at the end of it all, it's a 21-point lead for the Bethany Broncos. 3.5 left to go. Griner up the right side, working to his left. Gets a call in from the bench, still going left side. Crossover move to the wing. Steps inside the line, now backs back off. Here's Denton Jaggers now with the ball. He goes with the same crossover move, but this time he's going to go all the way to the glass. No one can slow down Denton Jaggers either. He's got 4 made from 2. Woodward trying to find some sort of answer once again. 61-38, 3 minutes left to go. Gaines just pulls up for the hotly contested 3. Weaver and Jaggers were both on him, and Jaggers gets the defensive rebound. He has 5 of those today. Under 3 minutes left to go. Let's see what Woodward's game plan is here if they start making some subs. Weaver pulls up for 3, right in front of the Bethany bench. Unfriendly bounce. And Brady going to get hit with the foul, going up for the rebound. I actually don't hate that attempt for 3 for Jagger Weaver. He had plenty of separation. He was well out beyond the line, but the way they've been shooting it today, why not try it? 9 points for Brady, 9 points for Griner, both nearing double digits. On the other end of the floor, it's Roach working on Chapman. He's in trouble, able to go to number 24, Gage Hutchins. Hutchins looking over to his right. There's a handoff right back to Hutchins. Right corner lets the 3 fly off the side of the backboard. Looks like the official underneath the bucket saw a foul call. It's going to go on Woodward. and it's on number 10, Grayson Roach, for his first. So there you go. Turnover on Woodward following that foul. That's 3 team fouls on the Boomers. 2:23 left to go. A couple subs come on. Dawson Heckert, and I believe they said Luke Talley back on the floor. Griner brings up the left side. He is matched up on the freshly subbed on junior. Here's Luke Talley. 5-on-5. Griner backs it off, goes out, hiding in Jaggers. Jaggers faking the drive. Now he goes right hand. Got a soft screen from Griner. Hits a man in the corner. It's Breck Brady to put up a 3, and he's got it. Breck Brady with just the icing on top. Gaines going coast to coast. Nice Euro step move, but his layup doesn't go. Brady came down with the rebound, but got it punched out from behind, so Gaines will try another, and that one he doesn't miss. But again, it's too little too late. 64-38, the current score. 1:40 left to go, and now we have a lot more subs ready to come into the game for Woodward. They have understood that this one is over. Weaver behind the back. He's matched up on Aaron Laredo. Gets past him. Slings one to Chapman. Chapman from straight away has Jaggers to his right, but goes with the handoff to Weaver to his left. Weaver in trouble, and there is the 5th personal on Aaron Laredo. And Laredo not happy. I think he just got hit with the tech anyways. We'll see who takes the technical free throws. Laredo was fouled out anyways, but he slammed the basketball going over to the bench, so 4 team fouls. Looks like it'll be Chapman to take the tech free throws. And, I mean, it doesn't matter much. This game was over regardless. But you know that's a frustrating end for Aaron Laredo. Chapman up, and he's got his first of 2 tech free throws. Mass substitution ready to come on the floor for the Broncos as well. We'll call out all these names as we get to them. One more for Chapman, sinks them both. All right, so let's get all these new subs in the game. Let's see here. I see number 20, Barrett Humphrey. Number 22, Hunter Smart. Number 2, Ethan Pittard. Number 11, Griffin Tarrant. And number 23, Lucas Runge, all in the game. So some new faces seeing the floor for the first time today. 1:21 left to play. The inbound, it'll be Humphrey. He's got Tarrant to his left, and that's who he hits. Tarrant wears number 11. He's matched up on Casey Clevenger, number 15 in black. He goes over to Pittard. Pittard down to the corner. Here's Smart. Smart back up high to Pittard on the wing. Just over a minute left to play. Pittard with a jab step to his right. He's going to go back and forth with Tarrant. Stands just shy of the logo. Now he makes his move. Left hand goes back to Tarrant. They keep going back and forth here. Not much to call out, to be honest with you. Pittard picked up the dribble. Needs somewhere to go. Able to hit Tarrant at the mid-floor line. Tarrant has one man on him. Pittard one man on him. Woodward has stayed in their man defense, and Tarrant eventually loses the dribble. So Woodward's going to get ball back at least one more time, down 26. Their leading scorer, Gaines, still on the floor. He has 32. And you can see he'll move up the floor in a hurry. Just steps into a 3. Lets it fly left wing, no good. And Woodward comes down with the rebound for number 0, Dawson Heckert. Heckert hit a man right side. It's the shot taken from number 15, Casey Clevenger. The freshman can't get the 2 to go, and it bounces out of bounds with 30 seconds left to play. Well, at the end of this one, Bethany's going to move on to the area bracket over at Stroud. And I'll try to find a bracket preview so I can let you know what that looks like. Might take a little bit, so you'll want to stick around for the post-game show where I'll go over that. On the other end of the floor, Bethany has it with 12 seconds left to play. They go back out high to Pittard, and this game is over. Pittard's just going to hold on to it, go back and forth. He might give one more pass to Tarrant, but I think he wants to end this game with ball in his hands, and he will. 66-40, the final. In shades of the first time these two teams met this year, the Broncos win in another big one. They advance to the area tournament at Stroud. And again, we don't know who we're going to face there, so let's pull up a bracket and at least find the dates. But for now, we got to go to one more quick commercial, and then we'll be here with the postgame show. Don't go anywhere.
John Campbell is your local health market agent that specializes in Medicare. Instead of talking through an 800 number, talk face-to-face with your local agent, John Campbell, to answer all your questions and find the company that best fits your needs. John Campbell Health Market serves Yukon, Bethany, and the surrounding area and will travel across the state of Oklahoma to meet with you. Call John Campbell Health Markets at 405-200-8414. Call 405-200-8414.
The Bethany Broncos just awarded the plaque for Consolation Bracket Champion. Looking at it here, let's see. We were in Consolation Bracket D for this one. The winner of Consolation D goes on to face the winner of, they face the winner of Bracket A. That's looking at teams like Cassia Hall and Enola. Those will be tough matchups. That's going to be at Stroud next Thursday, 2:30 p.m. You won't want to miss it. Bethany Broncos coming off of a consolation championship, moving through losers bracket, going to meet the winner of bracket number 1. That'll be a good one. Well, that does it for us here tonight, 3:43. We've got a little bit of time before the women's game. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned into this one on the gospelstation.com Sports and Talk and GSN Sports and Talk on YouTube. We also want to thank our sponsors, our feature sponsors, our Victory Mattress Outlet, Toro Taxes, Coyote Pond, and Simplified Tech Solutions. But we're also supported by Hoop OKC, Ship It Sooner, and Stephanie's Bentique. All great businesses, great local businesses that you're going to want to check out because they've got great and friendly people there as well. Before we go, I'll see you again later tonight because I know you will be tuned in. John Hickman and I will be on the call for the women's game. We'll see you then. This is Luke Young signing off.